Oh, look at that entry. Perfect. Welcome back to another episode of me trying to beat Forza YouTuber drift scores in a bit of a friendly competition. I've actually done this before. It went down pretty well, so I thought, why not give it another shot with this bad boy right here, the new Formula Drift Ferrari. It's a Ferrari. We have to give it a try. Now, quick disclaimer before we jump into the upgrades and the actual drifting. How do I put this? I don't drift. Ever. In fact, the last time I properly tried to drift was when I made that video around 380 days ago. Yeah, that's not a joke. Don't expect too much. I'm gonna try my absolute best here. I'm, for once, gonna go into actual tryhard mode. And we're gonna see what YouTubers we can beat with zero drifting experience and a car I've never driven before. What could possibly go wrong? Alrighty, into the upgrade shop we go. Now, as far as I know, that car has a V12 that is supercharged. Yes, supercharged V12, kind of sacrilegious, especially in a Ferrari, but hey, I'm not the one to charge. I'm pretty sure I built a diesel-powered LaFerrari before, so... Oops. But yeah, we're gonna go for these twin turbos, because we need all the power we can get in order to be competitive in some drift zones. Now, how much power can we get? V12's usually quite powerful in Horizon 4, and yeah, the numbers just go up like okay, well, how much power can we get? 1155 kilowatt. That's a messed up power to weight ratio right there. Is it as powerful as the Formula Drift Viper? It's probably not. Brakes, sure, why not? We're gonna need those. We can make it even lighter. Does that make sense in a stripped out drift car? I don't know. I mean, look at that power to weight ratio. Oh my days. Is it gonna be a good drift car? Is it gonna be a bad drift car? I don't know. I'm not the one to judge. I have no idea about drifting. But I do know that we want some thick front tires. 305, not too bad. We're gonna keep them skinny at the rear, but how big could we make them? That's sizable, that's sizable. Alrighty then, quite a few drift zones to choose from. Jesus Christ. Okay, which one do we pick? I mean, that's a classic drift zone right there. Should we go... Is that gonna be our very first drift zone? Okay, let's fast travel there and let's see what sort of YouTubers we can beat in our very first attempt since well over 300 days. Yeah, I don't expect too much, but I'm gonna try my best here. And by the way, the camera is blocking part of my screen, which is a bit awkward, but yeah. Into the very first drift zone. Come on, Ferrari. Oh, went a little bit wide there. Fourth gear might not be ideal. Switch it around. Bit of handbrake action. Come on, Ferrari. Come on. Oh, that's a nice line right there. Don't lose any points. Come on, 100k. And 120 points. You know what? That's actually not too bad. I mean, let's take a look at the leaderboard. You guys gonna see it on the screen right now. The drift scores of various different YouTubers. And, you know, feel free to play along. Jump into any car, jump into the new Ferrari and see which YouTubers you can beat with your car. But yeah, let's take a look at the list. 120k, which means, I mean, we beat a lot of people actually. What on earth? We beat Slaptrain, which I will take. He's a drifter. Don Chobonzo is like 128k. He's quite far off. And Dubs at 131k. Are you mad? Is it difficult to get 11k more points? I mean, Dubs is really good. All he does is drifting and, you know, speed zones and so on. So he's probably really tough to beat. So is Joe. I mean, Joe is not exactly a bad drifter, if you know what I mean. That traffic car scared me for a second there. Come on, Ferrari. Come on, go on, go 128 points. Wait, hold on. 0.0. I will take that. First time drifting in God knows how long. I mean, now we're only 3k off of Dubs, who's insanely good. I'm tempted, you know. Now we're gonna take a cheeky little look at the drift zone first. So sharp first corner, followed by a little uphill straight, so we have to keep up the pace. Followed by a very long straight, so we might have to switch sides. Maybe once or twice. And then it's a very sharp last corner. Okay, it's a bit more technical than the previous drift zone. I think fourth gear is a sensible option, because we're gonna go quite fast. Okay, let's enter the first corner. A little bit of handbrake action there. Keep the angle. Switch once. Can we switch twice? Yes, we do. Come on. Final corner. Okay, not the final corner. Oops. And Handbrake again. Come on, keep the chain going. 134k. Holy! Let's take a lot of speed into the first corner with a proper drift entry. Come on, Ferrari. And sideways. Okay, that wasn't too bad. That's some decent speed going. Come on, switch again. Switch again. Don't lose too much points. And just floor it. Floor it into the final corner. Come on. Bit of handbrake action. 136k. How did he get 138k? That is a ridiculous. I mean, I guess he tried really hard and it is really good, but still, that is a ridiculous score. Before we jump into the next drift zone, I just thought of something, because if I remember correctly, a certain 599XX Evo is still the fastest car in the game. However, that's a 599. It's got more power, less weight, and significantly less downforce. Could it be the new fastest car in the game? I mean, technically it would make sense, but then again, we're talking force of physics here. Nothing really makes sense if you look at it. Alrighty then, let's go into interior view actually. Ooh, very nice. Probably done it in a race without traffic, but there we go. 270. Now my camera is blocking another part of the screen. This is such a ghetto setup, but it works most of the time. Running out of juice right now. Uppala! 406. Oh, that was close. 417, 418. I'm not gonna pretend like 418 is slow. I wouldn't want to drive that fast in real life. That is, like, it's actually scary. We're probably not gonna do any more top speed runs because we don't want to see that car going up in flames again. Alrighty, before we jump onto Fortune Island for some hardcore drift zones, Needle Hill Climb and so on, I thought I'd give an off-road drift zone a shot, and I found a really interesting one while driving around the map because the entry is what makes this really special. We're gonna take a quick look right now without a proper attempt. The entry is right after a river, which is really cool. And also the drift zone is kind of sick. Once again, it's very technical. You really have to nail the transitions and, you know, not go off-road too far, otherwise you'll lose the chain. It looks like a really cool drift zone. I want to give it a shot. The problem is, once again, I had a look at the drift scores of all my YouTube friends and colleagues. I also added some people with less than 100k subscribers to the list to make it a bit more exciting. We have Nick, Air12, 49k. DJ Customs, 104,000 points. And of course, Joe, 106k. Which, by the way, is number 200 something in the world. A little bit of handbrake action there. Oh, that's a crappy run. That's not a good run. But then again, looking at the score, 94k. Oh, we beat Dubs. I guess he didn't try too hard. But we're still 10k off DJ. Oh my. And even more of Joe. Jesus Christ. We're gonna get slowed down by the water into the first corner. Come on, Ferrari. We're gonna stick to 4th gear for now. Boom! Yes! Oh my god, I'm getting way too gassed, I know. And here we are on Fortune Island, Land of the Drifters. There are some pretty epic drift zones on that DOC map, and we're gonna jump straight into the second most popular drift zone. We're gonna keep the Needle Hill Climb as the grand finale for the very end. We're gonna jump straight into that one. The second most popular drift zone according to the amount of people who set a score. Everyone who likes drifting and is good at drifting has to have a decent score at that drift zone. So I took a look at the leaderboard and it is stacked. It is stacked beyond belief. I'm gonna try and beat Slap Train and then I'm gonna be a happy little chappy. Okay. So it's not as technical, I think. We just have to keep up the speed and keep up the angle and I think we're good to go. Ooh, don't run too wide. Come on. Ooh, that wasn't too bad. Change direction. A little bit of handbrake action there. Oh, Ferrari. Oh. 168k. I will happily take that. It's just a dream combination. Ferrari, Ferrari fan, Ferrari, Ferrari fan. It's just, it has to work out, doesn't it? It just has to work. We're gonna try again. Honestly, I don't think I can beat that drift score. That was pretty damn good. We were right on the edge of the track. Really cool drift zone, actually. A lot of fun. Oh, look at that entry. Perfect. Oh my, I think, oh, yes. Could have carried a little bit more speed onto that little transition there. Come on, Ferrari. This has to be a decent score. Come on. Come on. We almost achieved greatness. We were so And of course, the grand finale, the Nido hill climb, the longest and most difficult drift zone, maybe in Forza history. It is quite insane, and looking at the drift scores, they are insane too. I'm gonna list a few on the screen right now, and I mean, what can I say? I'm gonna try and beat Slaptrain. 452,000 points, which seems like quite a lot. Slap's a good drifter, and he used the Formula Drift Viper, so that's probably a really good score. I'm aiming for Slaptrain, maybe Nick, maybe AR12, but he's close to 500k, which not too confident here. And yeah, I'm gonna record this off camera, which means no distractions on my screen. Now, while we take a look at my run in the background, I want to ask you guys something. Modified Ferraris. What do you guys think of modified Ferraris? Because I, as a Ferrari fan, I like them stock. I like them elegant. There are some exceptions. For example, the F12 Enlago from Novitec, or the Chamberlain MiG U1. Stunning cars. Seen them both in real life. They are awesome, but they are exceptions. Usually I like them stock, and it is a very ballsy move to build a Formula Drift Ferrari and still put the logo on it. You can get in trouble for that. Some tuning companies did get in trouble for that, because Ferrari doesn't want you to put a Ferrari logo on heavily modified cars. There have been some lawsuits in the past. But yeah, I'm getting off topic here. What do you guys think of modified Ferraris, and what's your favorite one? Let me know in the comments. I'm actually kind of curious about that one. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys found this interesting, because I actually tried really hard for you guys. I went into proper try-hard mode for once, and I think for a complete drift noob, some of my drift scores were actually not too bad. I'm pretty happy with those. And if you liked the video, if you found it interesting, make sure to drop a like on it. It's always very much appreciated. Subscribe for more Forza and more car-related videos in the future. And until next time, bye.